Hey, it's me, Dash Ireland, here for the bi-weekly podcast Dash's Call, brought to you by Broad Culture. For today's episode, I am joined by my friend and the architect of Broad Culture, John Reed. Say it, John Reed.
Hi.
You weird mofo. Anyways, today I prepared a topic that is fitting to you that I know a little bit about. And we're going to be talking about anime, so we're going to discuss our favorite anime today, and we're going to talk about the really awful adaptations and our hopes for the future, like the future adaptation from Netflix of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, can you list off some of your favorite animes that you like to watch?
So, in total so far, I have seen 23 animes in total, and I have them all ranked on how my favorite to least favorite that I've seen. So, I'm going to start from the very bottom and go all the way up to the top. And so, at number 23, I've Tokyo Ghoul Route A is the worst anime I've seen so far. The reason why is because it follows nothing close to the original manga and made crap up about Tokyo Ghoul. It's stupid.
Didn't they make like a movie out of it?
Yeah, but some people say that's an actual good one because it's not American one. It's a Japanese adaptation of it, which is more close to the source material. So they there's a live action adaptation of any anime, but that's done by Japanese. It's probably a good chance that is a good adaptation. If it's American or any other country, it's probably a sucky adaptation of it.
All right, continue on the list.
22, Naruto. I just did not like Naruto at all.
Is it because it's Borutoing?
I haven't seen Boruto at all.
I haven't. I'm just making a shitty pun off of something I don't know anything about.
Yeah. After that, 21 is the Seven Deadly Sins, the filler episodes, which was played off as season 2 to begin with by Netflix, which is stupid. But then after that, we got the Howl's Moving Castle. No, wait, sorry. At 20, there's Fairy Tail Zero, the weird 10-episode arc of the Fairy Tail Guild's backstory and origin and stuff. 19 is the first Studio Ghibli film that Howl's Moving Castle, which I didn't like the plot of. That's why it's so low. 18 is Yu-Gi-Oh! The first season, or the Duelist Kingdom arc, which is where have you seen that one, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! The first season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I've never watched any Yu-Gi-Oh before. I mean, I've played a Facebook game, but that's not even anything. And let alone I suck at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Me and Hal was disappointed in you. But anyways, I liked it, but the other stuff on this list I liked more than it. So, 17 is Castlevania. This is the anime adaptation of the classic video game that Netflix has put on. There's only been 4 episodes of it, but it's fucking amazing. 16 is Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City arc, which is the one that has the Egyptian god cards on it in it. 15 is the original Fairy Tail series, which ran from 2007 to like 2012, something like that. After 14 is Blue Exorcist, which is the son of Satan that's trained to become an exorcist to kill Satan because it killed his adopted father. 13 is Pokemon Indigo League. You've seen that one, right? The first season of Pokemon.
No, never. I remember one episode of Pokemon. I can't. It was some series, but it started out with this girl, and I can't remember the name of the Pokemon. I know it was a water type, and its special move was like Bubble Beam or whatever. It was like its first phase.
That is legit every single water starter Pokemon.
Oh, but I can't remember. Like the Pokemon looked almost penguin-like.
Oh, that was Piplup. It is from the 4th generation Pokemon.
Yeah, but which Pokemon series was it?
4th gen, so it's probably around season 16, 17.
What was the What was the title of the series? Because I do not remember.
It's probably Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Maybe.
So number 12 is One Punch Man, which you need to watch the English dub of that because I don't know who watched the English dub or sub version of anime, but it is basically a comedy of the superhero genre of in America.
So, like, how basically, like, every hero is overpowered.
That, but he can legit destroy the entire world with one punch. He can probably break the entire universe with one punch
And why doesn't he?
because he's lazy. That's legit his only weakness, that he is lazy.
Seems like in a lot of Japanese anime, they have a lot of criticism in American culture, and I'll get onto that whenever I start talking about my favorite animes.
Whenever I get to the My Hero Academia series on the list, they whenever they depict All Might is because All Might is supposed to represent America and is like America as a pure hero in a Japanese society because he's like the number one hero and all. But I'll get more onto that when we talk about My Hero Academia. Um, so number 11 is the original Tokyo Ghoul series, which followed the manga pretty well, and I liked it. It has a fucking great ass theme song to it, the OP to it, which I loved. Um, 10 is Death Parade, which is a short 14 episode anime that has a cameo from Like You Got Me in it.
Yeah, I know. I remember you telling me about this, like something about having to play against death.
No, kind of yes. It's whenever two people die at the same time, they go to this like weird bar called I forgot what it was called. It's Quinn something.
But it's like purgatory almost.
It's kind of like purgatory, but they go to it and they have to play a game. And while they're playing the game, they're judged by I forgot what they're called, but it's been a while since I've seen the anime. But they get judged by them, and they will either go to the void or reincarnation, which they tell the people that it's heaven or hell. Because for the English dub, I don't know about the Japanese because the English was mostly directed towards a Christian view, but mixed with the Buddhist view and stuff. Um, 9 is the Seven Deadly Sins first season, which is kind of a classic Shonen Jump anime. Kind of, but even though it's not a Shonen Jump anime. 8 is Fairy Tail 2014, which a lot of people give Fairy Tail hate. I love Fairy Tail. Natsu is probably my favorite anime character overall. So, 7, another controversial pick is Black Clover because everyone is saying that Black Clover is a mix of Naruto and My Hero Academia, which I see nothing. I can't see no similarities. Yes, he wants to become the Wizard King. Naruto wants to become the Kankage, the leader of the village, and Deku wants to become the number one hero. But there's so much difference between them that I don't get why they're saying that it's the same character and stuff. It's bullshit and stuff. 6 is My Neighbor Totoro, which is another Studio Ghibli movie.
I've heard about that one where it's a giant ass creature.
Yes, and he is fucking amazing. I love Totoro.
Whenever I come to think of it, I think there was another anime called like Pokio or something like that.
Yeah, it's, Porco, I think. Yeah. This bunch of Studio Ghibli films. Most of Studio Ghibli films are fucking amazing. So, if you ever get a chance to watch Studio Ghibli, it's a time well spent. Except for like a couple of movies. Number 5, the top 5. My Hero Academia Season 1. So as with most shows, after the first season is usually the best season. Then it starts to go downhill after the first season. No, fucking My Hero Academia. It goes fucking up. So, number 4 is Spirited Away, which is another Studio Ghibli film. It's I remember starting to watch it whenever I was a kid, around at just that in the year 2000s and 2001, like that. But I remember one scene. One scene I remember from it is whenever she runs down the stairs, and after that, it's like, no, this is too scary. I turned it off. Then I watched it again a couple of months ago, and I fucking love it. I don't know why I found it scary and like when I was a kid. So top 3, My Hero Academia season 2, and number 2 is My Hero Academia season 3. Like I said, this show goes uphill. It has no signs that it's going to downgrade in quality. It's the only anime that has made me want to read the manga series for it, which I am reading for it. So whenever they announce season 4, I'm fucking excited. So,
On the number 1.
and the number 1 is Death Note. I would take a potato chip and eat it.
Yeah, I remember you carrying around a replica of the Death Note.
Yes, I actually bought a Death Note.
And you put my damn name in it.
No, I did not, because that would be illegal. I did not. I just have it for fun. It's for cosplay things and stuff. The legal version, like Brass Knuckles, is like commemorative. It's a commemorative Death Note, not an actual Death Note. So it's completely legal.
Yeah. So that was John's
Top 23.
top 23 animes. For me, I don't have much a name of like animes that I love, but it's based off a lot of what I've grown up with. The biggest anime that it's the one that I love, and I always put it at number 1 no matter what. It's an anime that I grew up seeing my brother watch. My dad loves it, and it's considered probably the greatest anime of all time because it revolutionized the state of anime. And that movie was Akira, which dealt with uh, pe- people were basically metahumans. They had abilities of telekinesis and whatnot. Although it's hard to understand if you first watch it, you can understand when you're like a lot older and if you like watch it closely and whatnot.
So I'm going to step away real quick so I can look something on my phone. There's like the international top 100 animes of all time. So I can go have that up, and I'm going to put my phone back on airplane mode so it won't cause interference. So I'll be right back. So you can talk.
Anyways, anyways, I definitely loved Akira as a child. I didn't understand as a child, but it's definitely one that's impacted my view on anime, even though my cousin would definitely know a lot more than I do because she was obsessed. Anyways, another anime that I definitely love has always been Avatar: The Last Airbender, along with The Legend of Korra. That was a great one. Now, people want to say it's a cartoon because it's American made, but it would also definitely qualify. Yeah, you're gonna have to speak louder to the mic. Like you're gonna have to be up close to it.
It counts as anime because it is drawn in anime style, so it's
Yeah.
classified as anime.
Everything about The Last Airbender was absolutely great. The symbolism, everything behind it, and whatnot. I loved it. I didn't expect much for Legend of Korra. Like, whenever I first like heard about it, like going on a Nickelodeon and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, might look okay. And then I bought the full series back in 2016. I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna go. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is great. It actually turned out to be pretty good. And other than that, there were some other animes that I would watch based on my childhood. Now, if you grew up like around my childhood, like me growing up in the early 2000s, if you're even alive during that time, me and my brothers, we grew up playing with Beyblades, like the original Beyblades, ones that could cut you if you weren't too careful. And of course, there was an anime series based on. I loved watching that. It was nice how they got all that story mixed in and whatnot. And I actually started watching it again on YouTube because sometimes I like to ruminate into my childhood with nostalgia. And then they made a sequel series called Metal Fusion along with Metal Masters and Burst, which, I mean, it's not going to be as good, of course, but whenever they made the Beyblades for those, they were a lot safer for people. I've yet to watch those entire series, so there's that. And of course, I've started watching Death Note. I've yet to get back to it, but I definitely love it. What's his name again?
Light Yagami.
Not Light.
Ryuk?
Yeah, Ryuk. Yeah, he definitely freaks me out. But he's kind of funny as a Shinigami.
Yes, he is.
You got anything to put in about like the animes that I've listed off as my favorite?
I've never seen Beyblade or Akira, but I did just pull up the top 100 animes of all time, and I'm going to read off the top 5 animes of all time according to the international anime community. Number 5, Attack on Titans.
Ooh, Attack on Titan. I've yet to see that also. Also, I forgot to mention some other animes that I'm watching. Thanks for reminding me that. I still want to see Attack on Titan because that looks interesting. And the Godzilla anime, I still have yet to like fully watch the first one. They're making a finale to the trilogy that's going to be coming out soon. It's going to be premiering in Japanese series. I've been told by many people that's pretty good, even though at first I didn't know what to think of it because I thought they were going to fuck up Godzilla because I've been a long time Godzilla fan, and usually whenever it's like not a live action that, I mean, it kind of is made by Toho and Funimation, but I didn't know what to think because animes are way, way different from live action versions, of course.
Number 4, Death Note, which, yeah, it's fucking Death Note. It's one of the best-selling mangas of all time. Best-selling mangas and the best anime adaptation of all time, except for the second season because the near thing was stupid. But other than that, Death Note, the anime, was fucking perfect.
What's listed as number one?
We'll get to that whenever I get there. Number 3 is Your Name. Yes, it is Your Name. It is not surprising because it is the highest grossing anime film of all time. So, yeah. Just that, Your Name. I've never seen it, so I don't know anything about it.
Wasn't there an anime called Steam Boy?
Probably, I don't know.
Because I know that's sitting at my dad's house.
I don't know. So, number 2 is Boku no Hero or My Hero Academia, which is fucking amazing. It is like I said, it's my second favorite anime of all time. And number 1 is a series that I'm watching I'm watching not this series, but I'm watching the series that came before. So I'm gonna watch that, then get into this series. Is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I heard about it. I know that Netflix made an adaptation of it. I don't know what to think of that.
I heard that it sucks. I'm not even going to try to watch it. So.
Which that brings us into our next topic, shitty adaptations. And we got a big list. Now we're going to go with the first one that really hits close home for you, and that's the shitty adaptation from Netflix of Death Note.
I fucking hate it so fucking much.
They made so much changes and whatnot. It was bad. Like changing Late Yagami to Late Turner. Then again, they're kind of in America, but they made a lot of bad decisions.
Hey, so I fucking hate this movie with a burning passion. So fucking much that just today, Dash told me that they're planning on making a sequel to the shitty movie, and I'm legit told him and our other friend Spencer that just leave it alone until I get my fucking degree in screenwriting, so I can fucking write a good ass version of it and reboot the fucking series.
You've thought about making Light a Shinigami
no,
based on a fan theory?
So there is a movie called it's the after the series is over. There's a movie that came out that retold the entire story of it. Like Ryuk is it's like years past, and Ryuk is it's in a cave sitting by himself, and a Shinigami that no one knows about, not even the other Shinigamis know, walk up. He kind of looks like Light, and he walks up to Ryuk, asking, and knowing that Ryuk loves apples, and throws the apples to him, kind of in a similar way to Light does. And it's never mentioned that he is a he is Light, but there's never anything that says that he is not Light, which also plays into the him being in Death Parade. But that's something else for another time. But
Hmm.
what I would do, I was like, you can set it in America, just don't have it be the person that gets it be Light, have it be somebody else, have Light be the Shinigami, because it be creator's freedom, and just make him the Shinigami, and have him where he is different than Ryuk, have him manipulate the person that owns the Death Note to be the killer that he is, to become the god of the new world, like Light wants to be.
Aside from any shitty writing, of course, like story and script, would you blame any of the actors' acting abilities? I mean, I know Willem Dafoe is definitely a terrific actor that can be creepy, but what about Nat Wolff's performance?
Fuck that bitch. He fucked up Light so much. Light in the anime and in the manga is this. He has a fucking god complex. He is not fear. He's not afraid of anything. And this fucking movie, in the first 10 minutes, sorry, as soon as he gets to Death Note and meets Ryu, he's a scared fucking bitch. In the fucking anime, he expects that a Shinigami will come in whenever he
Like those bikers that harassed that woman in the
yeah,
first episode.
Whenever he finds out that the Death Note is real, and he's like, okay, Shinigami's probably gonna come after me. It's like he says that was fucking no fucking quarrel at all. It's like, yeah, you want this? You gonna kill me? Whatever. I kill a bunch of criminals.
Yeah,
I'm
and
ready
he
to die. Then
works on like eradicating criminals from the entire world.
yes,
Basically going, I am God.
no, that's before Ryuk shows up, because he's like, okay, I'm going to, Shinigami's going to come back and get this Death Note, and he's going to kill me because I'm using his Death Note. When he finds out that Ryuk doesn't care, he's just going to watch. That's whenever he fucking gets God complex, because he's like, the Death Note corrupts him. So,
Yeah. Now there's also another big list of shitty adaptations that I can mention. The oldest one that I can go as far back as is Dragon Ball Evolution, which I'm amazed that Emmy Rossum and Justin Chatwin's careers didn't get completely ruined since they showed up in the award-winning show Shameless I like to watch. But everything about that was terrible, like Justin Chatwin's performance, all the performance, just everything about it was just a total mess. You got anything to input on there, John?
I've never seen Dragon Ball Evolution because it looked like a shitty anime. I mean, it's shitty anime adaptation by Americans. Didn't want to watch it.
Oh, I watched it. I could not stand everything about it. It was just absolutely awful. Another shitty adaptation. Everyone's seen it, and everyone has shown. I do not like it when the people who have never watched the original anime are like, it looked alright. I'm like, if you watch the anime, you would know it's not okay. Like, I tried to get my father to watch the anime of it, and he's like, I don't like to watch cartoons from today. I'm like, well, for one, it's anime, and two, it's fucking good. And this, what I'm talking about, is Avatar: The Last Airbender, and its shitty adaptation, The Last Airbender. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, all the name pronunciations like Sokka. And it really fucked up Appa. You got any input on there, John?
I am glad that the series is dead. I'm fucking glad that he's not allowed to touch that anime ever again. So yeah, that's all that's.
Now I know that there might be another anime.
There is a TV series, live action TV series adaptation that's going to be created by the creators of the original anime, which I have high hopes for. Which again is Netflix, so fuck is Netflix. It's going to be shitty because they ruin every adaptation. But I have a slight bit of hope that it's going to be good.
Yeah, like talking about them ruining adaptations. I mean, they were okay with the first season of the adaptation of 13 Reasons Why, but the moment they made a second season, that was a terrible decision. But we're talking about anime here. But anyway, since you propelled us into our final subject of this episode, hopes for the future. Now, what are you hoping? Now, you're probably definitely hoping that they get everything right for the live action adaptation from Netflix of The Last Airbender.
Yes, I am hoping that they get the that. I feel like it's going to be fine because it is the original creators of it. The only thing that worries me a little bit is that it's on how big the budget is going to be because CGI and special effects is not cheap.
Yeah, well, determining that these are the original creators and the original series and Legend of Korra grossed a lot with its big fan base, and there's probably going to be a lot of devoted fans that are going to be giving a bunch of donations, so we don't necessarily have much to worry about, but it's definitely something of concern since this is Netflix after all. I'm not ripping on Netflix. I like Netflix, but it's just like sometimes like the way they do things, but the live act because as you can tell, the live action adaptation of Death Note, they basically interfered with that. Like the studio interfered with X-Men Origins Wolverine, which we definitely do not need to talk about ever.
Mm-hmm.
But another hope for the future is I'm still waiting on it, which is the live action Akira that is supposed to take place in New York.
There's reports that they might be doing a live action My Hero Academia, which I am so hoping for. If it's so, what is a good adaptation? Like I'm pretty sure I said it earlier in the podcast. Is that if it's by an American studio that did not have nothing to do with the original creation of it, or they're not fans of the original anime or manga series, it's going to be crap. But if it's done by Japanese or people that are invested into or invested fans of these properties, they will be get at least a decent adaptation of an anime or manga.
And I def I think there was supposed to be something about a live action Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I don't know anything about it. So
Um, do you know anything about Assassination Classroom? Because one of my friends, she's been talking about it a lot, and I'm kind of interested in watching that, but I can't remember what Assassination Classroom is about.
okay, so Assassination Classroom is about an alien that comes to Earth, and is given he takes a I think high school classroom, and gives them 1 year to learn how to assassinate him and kill him, and then that's what basically the anime is him teaching them how to be assassins, and giving them 1 year to kill him, or he's going to kill the entire world. So there's that.
All right, so that has been our discussion of anime. I'd like to thank you, John, for joining me for this podcast. John will definitely be appearing in future episodes. Next episode, if things run really well with our schedules, Spencer will be joining me on a topic about classic rock and our musical backgrounds. Is there anything you would like to add, John?
Do you know the way?
Oh, fuck you. Dead memes here. Anyways, so that has been our time. If you like this podcast, give us a like, subscribe to our channel for more. I am Dash Ireland,
I'm John Reed.
and this has been Dash's Call. See you next time.